Hey, what's going on here, Skunks at Skunk Speed Shop? Today we're working on an old 12 Infiniti G37. We're installing a radiator in this thing. There is a fact and tip I gotta tell you about this thing. The radiator on most cars stands by itself, bolted to a pair of fans and a condenser in the front. However, in this situation, the fan itself is part of the core support. So it does not come with the radiator when you uninstall it. However, the condenser is built with the radiator. So that's why I found interesting with this car versus other cars. Again, the radiator stands by itself, the fan stands and back of it, and the condenser in front of it, and they all unbolt. However, in this situation, the condenser and the radiator comes out as one unit. Just so you know, there's 10mm bolts that holds this upper plastic shroud up here, and plastic tabs on top. Unbolt all that. There's one hidden 10mm here, 10mm here. Undo that and undo the plastic shroud. And there's a hidden clip right under here as well. Once you get that, you can take this off. As I'm looking at the radiator, this is the new one here. I also will note for one thing too, I kind of get an idea of where everything is. You can see there's holes that's down here. I need to take it. There's two ATF lines at the cooler that goes here, one here and here. Over here on the bottom right is your drain actually, and then your upper radiator hose here. When you look at that side, it kind of gives you a better general idea of where everything is. There are also two hidden bolts in the front side for the fan that needs to be taken and bolted. In the very front of this radiator here, these are all in one condenser too at the same time. There's two lines here, that's for the condenser line, that's to be undone. And then there's a sensor and a plug on this bottom, this upper here. So, all right. As I look at this, there's also two twist knobs that holds the upper radiator pieces. These plastic tabs here, twist and unlock, it comes right out. There's also one harness plug here, on this here, there we go. There's also this bracket here in the front here. Unbolt this, there's a bolt in the very bottom and two bolts on top. Slide that out. There we go. Now it's a lot more access in the front. All right, great. That out of the way there. It's almost movable here, but there's I believe there's one more tab on the bottom. Not, we can always double check. We also had to move the air intake on the driver's side here. To do so, there's a bolt here, clip on the map, and then a screwdriver on the clamp here. Once that comes out, that pulls right out. Set that aside. Due to the fact the transmission cooler line is on this side, so that's if that wasn't out of the way, it won't be impossible to get this line out. So take that out. Now you can finally get access to this down here. Unclamp it, and one more on this side, and it should free itself. Everything from here on out is pretty much reverse ordered. How you took it off is how you pretty much put it back in. Pretty straightforward. We'll look for the final results when we fire this thing up. Last but not least, top off the fluids and fire up.